All right, y'all. We got a special one for y'all today. Zeezzy the King. Like and subscribe. Add me on Facebook, social media sites, Snapchat, Instagram. You know how it go. But like I said, this is a special one. One of my favorite series. You seen in the thumbnail. Saw 4. Now I'm gonna be this is a little quick little story time before I get started, because this ain't gonna be a long review. I'm gonna get the negatives out the way because after rewatching this movie 2 times during the week, I got a different output of what I was gonna do if I'd have done this a week ago when I originally scheduled it. And I'm gonna get the negatives out right now. The negatives is when I was at the theater watching this, I'm thinking the first 3 are all classics in my opinion, and Jigsaw dead. What the fuck am I even doing here? That's what I was thinking live in person at the theater. But even as watching it then, I was thinking, okay, it's okay. I see what they doing, but this is where the negatives happen. All the flashbacks within the flashbacks within the flashbacks was just creating more backstory for Jigsaw. Because it's like Carpenter and Deborah Lee, sorry to switch the topic, but Carpenter and Deborah Lee did Michael Myers Halloween 2. They blew his ass up, shot his eyes out, blew him up, thinking that's the end of the shape. That's why 3 was Season of the Witch. That's their way of killing him, like we don't want to do no more. Well, Lee Winnell and James Wan tried to do that with Jigsaw in Saw 3 by killing him, thinking that's the last of the trilogy, ain't gonna be no more. The problem with that is Halloween, the Akai family making Michael Myers a shape from the Thorn trilogy. He can't die, he's supernatural. Where they can't do, James Wan and them can't do that in the Saw universe because Tobin Bell is a fucking 60-something-year-old cancer patient and he's human, no supernatural aspect. So killing him made flashbacks and flashbacks for the rest of the franchise possible. So we don't know if it's the date it came out, if it's 1995, if it's 2003. We don't know the dates until years and years of doing research and all the YouTubers gathering details throughout the movies and timelines and flashbacks to figure this shit out. So this movie is all over the damn place is the last negative. It's coinciding when Saw 3 happened. These are traps happening simultaneously. Now I'm gonna get to the cast, the budget, the box office, and I'm finna go. Cause we got Tobin Bell as Jigsaw, Costas Mandylor as Mark Hoffman. This is where the Hoffman era begins, where he starts taking the lead role, where he the main character, and Tobin Bell is still the guy, but since he dead, it's only flashback elements or the past tense type of scenes where he able to shine. We got Scott Patterson as Peter Strong. I don't really like Strong still after rewatching the movie a couple times during the week. He the same. And then we got Jill Tuck, which is Betsy Russell. Fine as fuck, but horrible actor. And it's like she was dating one of the producers is why she on this. And then we got the nigga from the Tyler Perry franchise, Lyric Bent as Daniel Riggs. This came out in 2007 with a budget of 10 million and the box office of 140. They fucking eating. You know this is a $1 billion franchise to be torture porn or whatever they calling it. I mean, I love this shit. Now I'm gonna get to it. First of all, the movie kicks off with a creepy ass fucking autopsy of John Kramer. It looked rubbery and fake, but it looked great to me. It ain't, you know what I'm saying, timeline coincided because when he died in Saw 3, he clean shaved, and cleaned everything. But in the autopsy for Saw 4, he scrubby beard and, you know what I'm saying, all hair on his body, which he didn't have. Don't think about it too much. Who cares? So they do the autopsy, which I couldn't do. Smoke break. All right, that was a long smoke break. This motherfucker ain't working. Anyways, they doing the autopsy and shit over him, and they taking the guts out and this, you know, the organs, and they get the tape out of his stomach. Because in Saw 3, he swallows a gelatin tape for them to discover. They call homicide and this Detective Hoffman. He come there talking on the tape, Jigsaw, like, y'all know I'm dead, but the games are just beginning. You probably the last man standing. Don't think you ain't finna go get untested. So then we go to the mausoleum trap where one guy eyes is sold from spoilers for the movie, fucking 20 years old. And we already know Dr. Gordon is doing all this. But I'm wondering why Amanda and Hoffman ain't wondering who doing these surgical procedures, like the key in the eye for the Venus flytrap. Now this dude eye shut, and then the lawyer, I forgot Jigsaw's lawyer in this, but everybody lawyer for this town. Everybody throughout the movie, he like controlling the games, kind of like Zepp did in part one. I forgot the lawyer name. It might pop up to me, whatever. So he got his mouth sold, so he can't talk. And they in a mausoleum where the contraption is pulling their chains closer and closer to where it's gonna choke them out. And the key is in back of the blind dude head, and it's a box of weapons. They fight it out for a nice little opening trap scene. He kill him, get the key, unlocks his mouth, and now the games begin. I'm gonna try to make my card work. I need to hit this real quick. There you go. Sometimes I gotta warm up because I ain't been hitting it a lot lately. Anyways, now we get to Riggs' real test, which is kind of stupid. They discover Carrie's body, Allison Carrie, which I thought she should have had this main role movie instead of him. Anyways, he get penalized for going through unsecured doors because Carrie, they got the battle bot going through the crime scene to check it out, make sure it's all safe for them to enter, because Jigsaw them rigged and bullied things throughout the years, like Saw 2 when he had his room trapped up for him. So they do that. He sees Carrie on the camera, the battle bot, so he run in, kick the door open, realize her the rib cage, she dead, rats on her. We see chairs on the wall where Hoffman like, you need to go home, stop doing this. This is where Strom and Perez are introduced. Like, we know it's somebody helping Jigsaw and Amanda. They didn't do all this by themselves, da 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 da. That's gonna be the little next two movies where him and Hoffman going at it. So they like, why he's so sad? They at the police station. They like, yeah, he lost all his partners and he the last one left, talking about Riggs. So he go up to him like, man, you need to go home, man. We gotta do research. I should suspend your ass for doing that goofy shit earlier. But just go home and relax. He's like, no, man, I can't go home. He hold his wedding ring. Like, I can't go home. I'm still thinking about Matthews and Carrie on my mind. We trying to solve these crimes. Hoffman like, fam, Matthews been gone 6 months. Carrie was gone 3 days and we found her. You need to go home and get a rest. So he like, fuck it, I'll leave. He go home. His bitch, you know what I'm saying, pack the food up. She like, your food in the refrigerator. I'm finna go. You can't save the world. My mama's sick. I need help. You ain't been around. His divorce on the rocks. So, I mean, his divorce is imminent. So she leave. They say in the, through the grapevine and throughout the Saw trivia and people knowing what happens, instead of Wahlberg being in this trap I'm finna get to, it supposed to have been Riggs' wife. But since Wahlberg decided to do the movie again, they put him in it because it'd be a better look and he a bigger star than Riggs' wife. So that's a small nugget. Back to the basics. So he in the crib, mopey, woo-woo, fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? He wake up, Hoffman on his ass. Trap him up, wake him up, put him in his bathroom, the water wake him up, blah, blah, blah. Trap start. I ain't finna make this shit long as hell. So, he wake up, look at the tape. He like, I told you, you want to save everybody. You got 90 minutes. These people got to save themselves is the whole test. Don't go through unprotected doors. Handle your business and see how I do. Jigsaw is basically trying to recruit Rigg the way he did Amanda and Hoffman without technically putting him through a trap far as painful. This is a trap, but it's not where he got to do pain. He just got to fall the fuck back, basically. I'm thinking, why just do the trap and just go to the police station and say he got me in a trap? I ain't doing none of this shit. No, don't participate at all. Nothing would change like certain traps if you quit. Like I remember one trap in I think Saw 6. He had bombs on his arm, so if he leave, they blow up. Or even Saw 3 where she got the shotgun collar. If she leave the perimeter, it blow up. But Riggs had none of these restrictions. He could have been like, fuck Jigsaw. I'm finna tell everybody what's going on. But fuck it, don't think about it too much. He go to the first trap. It's this chick is a pimp. I don't know if she like a child porn or just a pimp. She got a madam, whatever. She in a hair pulling fucking rig pulley shit where the code's in the back of there. So the code is arrest this. If the code for her is if this cop save you, he know you a, you know what I'm saying, child, you know what I'm saying, trafficker. You going to jail, so kill him. But his test is just see what I see, do what I do, leave this bitch alone, she a criminal. He like, fuck that. He go to the kitchen, try to look nice, it's a no. He try to save her, bam, he get her out. She try to stab him with the blade, woo woo woo. Funny ass transition. He throw her through the glass and kill her, and this transition to the next scene. This is where we get fucking Jill Tuck and Strong. He yelling at her, pointing the gun at her, pointing the gun at himself, quick cuts, yelling at her, not getting answers. Everything he asks her is like, y'all been interviewing and interrogating this bitch for months. I mean, not months, but weeks. What are you asking her now that you didn't ask her yesterday or the week before? Bullshit. So now we get to the second test, and it's Ivan, this fucking pedophile that the lawyer for Jigsaw and everybody in the town for this. I ain't gonna make it like he the only lawyer in town, because every lawyer got plenty of clients. But he just happened to have all the clients involved in this. So he was the defense attorney for Ivan, which was a sexual assault predator. He record women while he's sexually abusing them. I'm sorry to say it. Whatever. I don't get thousands of views to care about talking reckless anyway. He was raping chicks. So yeah, he got off on it from the lawyer, but the lawyer no Jigsaw, no woo woo. He in a trap. His trap is just basic. Rig, see as I see. We both know he the scum of the earth. So don't save him. Let him save himself. And Ivan's trap is either you can live, you know what I'm saying, being blind because your eyes done led you astray for all the crimes you committed with the essays, or you can sit here and let this fucking trap rip your body apart. He in some kind of contraption where if he don't, it's 2 knobs he hit that's gonna pierce his eyes, so he'd be blind and helpless to commit crimes again. Or he could sit there and let the contraption take his arm off. And I think it'd take his head off too. Raw ass trap. He get one eye knocked out as Rig hold him gunpoint to do it. The second eye he can't do, he run out of time. Bam, the trap kill him. When Strom and all the chicks and all the FBI start getting there, ain't shit happening. They dusting for prints, and then a little metal rod come through, hit the chick. Unnecessary kill count, dead meat kind of moment, whatever. So we get to the it's a bunch of exposition going back with Hoffman and Donnie Wahlberg. What's his character in this? Detective Matthews on an ice block trap, and then we got the lawyer. I still can't think of dude's damn name. Whatever, Arthur Flank or whatever, Arthur Blank or whatever, some shit like that. Whatever. So he telling them, y'all free to go when this timer run out. I'm not your op. I'm in a trap too. This damn this collar thing on my back is gonna fucking rip my spinal cord out if I don't abide by the rules. Cause Detective Matthews trying to commit suicide. Like, I'm tired of playing the games. I done went through games. My son, I don't know if he dead or alive. He almost tried to commit suicide. Hoffman know he the key bearer to the trap. So if it go wrong, he ain't gonna electrocute him. So he telling Hoffman telling Matthews, calm down, chill out. Because he grabbed him like, I can't let you commit suicide. That's going to fuck the entire game up. And they like, fuck it, cool. He give him a gun like, listen, live or die. Whoever come through that door, that's the motherfucker who after you. Live or die, make your choice. I'm not your op. That's what Arthur Flank is telling him. So they all set up in the game that's overseeing Rig's game. So Rig get to the third test. I just watched the movie 2 days ago and I forgot what the third test is. Oh yeah, I talked about this before. It's the abused woman and her husband. They got flashbacks within flashbacks with Arthur Flank defending the abuser because the girl go to school with his daughter go to school with bruises on her, so they getting investigated, CPS, blah, 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 blah. And he get off because Arthur Flank, a hell of a defense lawyer, and Riggs punched the guy. Like, I know you abusing them. And he do the be quiet to his daughter where in front of the cops. Like, man, don't think about the dumb shit happening in this movie. But it's good and stupid in a way. But they fucking... This is another thing I'm thinking. How did Amanda and Hoffman know somebody with doctor's expertise was doing this? Because these motherfuckers got metal fucking Jesus rod pipes going through both of their bodies, from the wife to the husband. All of his organs are vital organs. If they come out, he dead. Where hers are just war wounds she gonna have to live with. And they test is, can you break the binds of your husband who been abusing you? Can you sever ties? But his game ain't got no choice. Don't think about who test is it, who got a choice, or what was his chance of survival. I've been talked about that. A lot of these games from Saw 1 to Saw 10 are fucking unfair, some fair, some easier than others. This is bullshit. You an abuser, but you don't deserve to die. Whatever. We talked about that already. So she break the ties because Rig, like, I can't help you. You gotta help yourself. He's seeing how Jigsaw see, but he still fucking want to save everybody. And Jigsaw bogus, because Rig is doing his fucking job. He ain't crooked. He ain't planting evidence like some of the detectives in the past. He ain't got brutality. He don't do nothing but over eager to help and save people. His marriage falling apart, but that's a lot of cops and firefighters and doctors and lawyers. So that don't count. He is a stand-up guy who want to save people, save the good, lock up the bad. He ain't like, let me kill the bad like Amanda. So I'm like, why is he even getting tested? Don't think about it too much. And I'm tired of saying it, but it's got to be said. Because I was thinking that then, throughout the years, and damn sure now as I just watched it a few times. So she severed the ties, taking all the rides out of her, and he hit the alarm to the school alarm. I don't know how Jigsaw got all these damn properties. I know he was rich and he had properties, but he got schools, he got zoos, the Gideon and meat packing. Don't think about that either too much, because we know he got property, so just chalk it up as he got property. So she get out, save herself, the man die. A nice gruesome scene. Dun-dun-dun, 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 dun-dun-dun. We going to the final test stage where Rig really ain't had to do shit the whole movie but walk the fuck out, go home, eat his dinner, and save his marriage. But since he want to be Captain Save the World, this ain't even Captain Save a Ho. A Captain Save a Ho, he trying to save one woman, Lois Lane, Clark Kent. You trying to save motherfuckers you don't even know and everybody. That's not possible. For damn God don't even save everybody every day. So don't think about it too much. I'm sorry I even said that. I get struck down for some shit like that. Knock on wood. Anyways, I shouldn't have said that God bar, but whatever. My point is, he had his final test. It's like 20 seconds, the major countdown, the Jigsaw theme is kinda simmering up. We know this is the final moment. Bam, he busts through the door with 1 second. That's a domino effect. As he busts through the door, they told Detective Matthews, whoever come through the door is an op. So as he come through the door, bam, he gets shot in the chest. The wires from the thing come down because Arthur Flank ain't ever to press the button to disable the trap. So now Matthew's dead. He gets shot. Arthur Flank falls over because I think he shoot him coming through the door. I don't know if he did or didn't. And now they yelling at each other and arguing like, why you open the door? You stupid. Because also I didn't mention earlier through the flashbacks. As the lawyer and Rig had an encounter where he like, you defending this scum of the earth. He like, no, I don't care what you say. That's my job. So as he punching the abuser who just got killed with the rods, the lawyer is in there and that's how they get know each other face to face and they don't like each other for that situation. So he like, put your fucking hands up. Put your hands up. Arthur Flank like, Jigsaw's testing you. Jigsaw's testing you. Instead of saying, I got a tape, you need to listen to it, he reaching in the bag. Of course, Rig gonna think it's a gun. Blow his head off, the tape guard playing. Dun-dun-dun. You hear the theme music. He's shot in the fucking chest. That's when you start seeing Hoffman arrive like, oh shit, that's the twist. Like how kinda like Jigsaw rose and won from the bathroom floor. He like, oh shit. Cause when they start throwing, when he got blue head with the ice, you thinking electrocution finna start, but it starts slowly simmering. So that ain't like he supposed to got shocked immediately. So that was a slow burn that worked for me. So as he started to stand up, the music playing, he listening like, they do all the flashbacks like they do every movie. He like, these people, salvation was out of your hand. Time was on your side. Instead of saving Detective Matthews, you cost him his life. You failed your final test. This was the coldest breakdown of all of the movies to me. How he described the whole movie and how he had to just fall the fuck back and how you failed your final test. The way he said that gave me goosebumps. Like, I love the way he explained it. Because Rig was saying earlier in the movie, how the fuck is Jigsaw doing this? The last time we saw him, he was on his deathbed. He breathing heavy, trying to stop the blood from pumping, his chest pumping harder because he shot in it. So you know how that go. Hoffman like, he looking like, damn, that's the motherfucking mole who been helping Amanda and Jigsaw. He throw the shit down like, game over. Hoffman leave out the room, Rig fall over and die. Now we see Strong. Like, if you didn't know the franchise, you like, who the fuck is Strong? Who the fuck is this Jeff character? Why the fuck is they shooting each other? That's because 3 and 4 coincide simultaneously. But if you didn't know the franchise, that's stupid, weird, and it'll knock you off. But I knew it, so I was like, damn. You see Strong kill Jeff, and then he shut the door. Fingerprints all over this place, so it's starting to be obvious Hoffman got something to do with this. Because his fingerprint on the door as he shut it. You know what I'm saying? Lock him in, which triggers another game for Strong for Saw 5, which I'm going to do that shit probably tomorrow or the next day. But anyways, this movie gooder than I remember it to be. And I was thinking watching this, ain't no Saw movie less than a 5 to me. They all mid 5. 5 is okay. Like people think 7, 8, 9s for looks and movies. No, a 5 ain't negative. That means it's okay, passable. 4, 3, 2, 1, 4 and under is like a D or underwhelming, but 5 or better is good. And I'm giving this a 6. I told you I don't do half. 6.3, 6.8, 6.5. No, this is a 6 out of 10 for me. And this is, you know what I'm saying, a movie, in my opinion, that kept the franchise afloat. Because after the first 3 was classics, it's like, what are we doing? This ain't Freddy Jason Michael Myers. He a human. How can you tell the story? But the flashback within flashbacks kept Tobin Bell on screen, an icon legend. 6 out of 10 to me, Zeezzy the King. Your favorite horror channel, and I'm out.